Before Leo DiCaprio was one of the biggest movie stars in the world, he got his big break on TV in Growing Pains, but would eventually find his way on another sitcom, Roseanne. DiCaprio was an extra in one episode, yes, Leo DiCaprio an extra. Before winning his first Oscar, Ben Affleck played a basketball player in the theatrical version of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It was a minor part, but hey, we all start somewhere. It's hard to remember that one of the biggest members of the Brat Pack was in the animated cult classic, Transformers the movie. If you can look past the fact that in the first 30 minutes all your favorite Transformers are unmercifully killed off, Starscream reduced to dust, Judd Nelson actually plays the hero in the movie voicing Hot Rod. The future Matrix and King of New York actor starred in the Vietnam War epic, and in order to be in the movie lied about his age. Fishburne was actually 14 years old when playing his part. Kevin Hart makes a cameo appearance as a sound guy filming the documentary of Philip Seymour Hoffman's character. Hart is also in The 40-Year-Old Virgin and plays an angry store customer. As if we needed another reason to rewatch the cult classic, but Seth Rogen has a bit part in the film about a young man who is lured to crime by an imaginary bunny. The Wiz was a 1978 movie directed by Dog Day Afternoon director Sidney Lumet that was a remake of The Wizard of Oz with an all-Afro-American cast. One of the cast members was the king of pop himself, Michael Jackson, who played the Scarecrow. Long before he was a legendary screen actor, Morgan Freeman was a cool and hip cat on the PBS children's television show, The Electric Company. Just look at that hair, the essence of cool. Ryan Gosling was in the 2001 sports film Remember the Titans. In it he played a defensive back that embraces the arrival of his African-American teammates. One of the brightest and best actresses in the world had to start somewhere, and it was in the third and forgettable installment of Home Alone 3. Scarlett Johansson was the older sister of Alex, the kid brought in to replace Macaulay Culkin. The cult classic being John Malkovich has many cameos. One of the most unexpected was that of Brad Pitt, who played himself in the movie about the mind of the famed actor. In one of the best war movies ever made, the Cheers star had a brief appearance as Fred Hamill, the captain of the 101st Pathfinders Unit. An uncharacteristic but refreshing role we are not used to seeing Danson play. Yes, Christian Bale lent his voice in the Disney animated feature Pocahontas. The future Batman star voiced the role of Thomas. Before he took over The Tonight Show from Jay Leno, Jimmy Fallon had a guest appearance on the acclaimed World War II drama Band of Brothers, playing Second Lieutenant George C. Rice, who was bringing supplies to the men of Easy Company. The famed superstar made a cameo appearance as Waterpark Girl, and had various catchphrases in the third installment of the Spy Kids saga. In one of the 21st century's most underrated movies, future 007 star Daniel Craig gets lost in the film about a hitman who avenges his wife and son's death in a brilliant Depression-era mob movie. It's easy to forget Craig's role was pivotal in the film, as he is second fiddle to the likes of Tom Hanks, Jude Law, and a little guy named Paul Newman. No, not That Italian Stallion, a semi-adult movie that starred broke actor Sylvester Stallone in 1970. The film is a cult classic as the future Rocky star is in various adult scenes, full frontal. Benicio del Toro declined the role of Darth Maul in Episode 1 but later appeared as DJ, a stuttering thief in The Last Jedi. Despite being a significant character, he did not return in The Rise of Skywalker and was not mentioned again, despite his betrayal of the Resistance. One would never think that The Godfather 2, Goodfellas, and Heat star would ever do a kids movie, but De Niro began his series of Do It for the Money films in The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle, where he plays the villain. Michael B. Jordan had a recurring role in the brutal and honest look at the war on drugs in the landmark series The Wire. Jordan would feature in 12 episodes before his character was shot to death in a final and brutal manner by his own friends. In 1994, a young Jake Gyllenhaal guest starred alongside Robin Williams in the critically acclaimed cop drama about the Baltimore City Homicide Unit. Gyllenhaal plays the son of a family who are victims of seeing their mother shot in a robbery while on vacation. The episode is a masterpiece. Mila Kunis played the younger Gia as Angelina Jolie would carry the film about the troubled model. It was one of Kunis' first roles. terrible horror film Leprechaun was the big break, so to speak, for future Friends star Jennifer Aniston. The plot of this forgettable movie is an enraged leprechaun torments a family he believes stole his pot of gold. The legendary Marlon Brando actually was in a music video in 2001, and who did he collab with? None other than Michael Jackson. It was a bit role in the video, but just seeing the great actor in the music video, which also featured Chris Tucker, is very special. At the height of his Breaking Bad fame, Bryan Cranston raked in some cash by playing Joe Brody in the 2014 remake of The Monster from Japan.